His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received a cable of congratulations from His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. His Royal Highness wished His Majesty abundant health to continue the march of progress and development for Bahrain. In reply, His Majesty the King sent a cable of thanks to His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, in which His Majesty expressed his warmest congratulations and blessings to His Royal Highness on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received a cable of congratulations from Her Royal Highness, the wife of His Majesty the King and President of the Supreme Council for Women, Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa, on Bahrain's election as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council for 2026 to 2027. Her Royal Highness expressed pride in this outstanding international achievement, which reflects the high status enjoyed by the kingdom in the international community, stressing that this victory embodies His Majesty's visions and directives that have strengthened the kingdom's role in supporting peace, stability and development at the regional and global levels. She wished His Majesty good health and happiness, and for Bahrain and its people further progress and prosperity under His Majesty's leadership. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa held a telephone call with UAE President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. His Majesty the King and the UAE President exchanged congratulations and blessings on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. They wished for continued progress, prosperity and advancement for both countries, their peoples and for the Arab and Islamic nations. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa held a telephone call with His Royal Highness the Saudi Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud. His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness the Saudi Crown Prince and Prime Minister exchanged congratulations and well wishes on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. They wished for continued progress, prosperity and advancement for both countries, their peoples and for the Arab and Islamic nations. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa held a phone call with His Majesty King Abdullah II of Jordan. His Majesty the King and His Majesty King Abdullah II exchanged congratulations and well wishes on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. They wished for continued progress, prosperity and advancement for both countries, their peoples and for the Arab and Islamic nations. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa held a phone call with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. His Majesty the King and President al-Sisi exchanged congratulations and well wishes on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. They wished for continued progress, prosperity and advancement for both countries, their peoples and for the Arab and Islamic nations. For his part, President al-Sisi also congratulated His Majesty the King on Bahrain's election for a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council for 2026 to 2027, highlighting the kingdom's role in supporting global peace and stability. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa exchanged cables of congratulations with Their Majesties and Highnesses, leaders of Gulf, Arab and Islamic countries on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. His Majesty expressed his best wishes for good health and happiness, praying that Allah Almighty will return this blessed occasion to these countries and their peoples with great blessings. For their part, Their Majesties and Highnesses expressed their sincere congratulations and best wishes to His Majesty the King on this blessed occasion, asking Allah the Almighty to grant His Majesty good health and happiness and Bahrain and its people further progress, prosperity and advancement. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa issued a royal decree pardoning 209 inmates on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. The royal pardon includes individuals convicted in various offences who have served part of their sentencing, in addition to a number of individuals under alternative sentencing. The pardon reflects His Majesty the King's commitment to provide those pardoned with the opportunity to reintegrate into society and contribute to Bahrain's comprehensive development process under the leadership of His Majesty the King. As part of his continued keenness to support the national team, the first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, visited the national football team ahead of their upcoming match against Saudi Arabia as part of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The Deputy Chairman of the GSA, His Highness Sheikh Salman bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, the Deputy President of the BOC, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Ali Al Khalifa, and Deputy Chairman of the Bahrain Football Association, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Ali Al Khalifa, attended the training sessions. His Highness Sheikh Khalid met with the technical and administrative staff and players, where they conveyed the greetings and wishes of the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work in Youth Affairs and Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, to achieve a positive result that contributes to enhancing the team's chances of qualifying for the World Cup. His Highness expressed his confidence in the abilities of the players to deliver an honorable performance, praising the efforts made by everyone to raise the status of Bahrain. He stressed the continued support for the national team, hoping that the team will achieve a result that contributes to enhancing its hopes of reaching the World Cup in line with the aspirations of the sporting goals of the kingdom, and reflects the great support of the leadership for the sports sector in general and football in particular. The Speaker of the Representatives Council, Ahmed Lamsallam, met with the Speaker of the House of Commons, Lindsay Howell, in the presence of the Ambassador of Bahrain to the UK, Sheikh Fawaz bin Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Khalifa. The Speaker affirmed that the bilateral strategic relations represent a global model of cooperation and close alliances, and a testament to the strength of the long-standing friendship between the two friendly countries. He praised the signing of agreements and MOUs between the two countries, especially in the fields of economy, investment, security, and technology. The two sides discussed the call made by His Majesty to hold an international conference for peace in the Middle East, emphasizing the importance of this initiative. The meeting also touched on Bahrain's winning of the non-permanent membership of the UN Security Council. The launch of Bahrain Food Holding Strategy and the Food City project are one of the largest initiatives in the food industry in Bahrain. They also represent a new phase of integrated institutional work in the food security sector to ensure its continued development and enhance its contribution to achieving food security. More in this report.
In order to accelerate the pace of developing and implementing plans and initiatives that enhance food security, the Minister of Finance and National Economy launched the strategy of Bahrain Food Holding and the Food City project in cooperation with Bahrain Real Estate Investment Company, IDAMA, which are one of the largest projects in the field of food industries in Bahrain and represent a new phase of integrated institutional work in the food security sector. The private sector is a supporter of Bahrain's efforts to achieve food security, as it is an active partner and a key element in the comprehensive development process, as Ghidha's strategy enshrines the concept of partnership between the public and private sectors, and contributes to building an integrated food system, increasing local production rates, and continuing to create more investment opportunities in the agricultural and food sector to ensure its continued development and enhance its contribution to achieving food security. This partnership is one of the largest projects in the field of food industries in Bahrain, as the project will be built on an area estimated at 1 million square meters in its first phase, to be an integrated industrial center for the production, manufacturing, and distribution of foodstuffs.
Bahrain is a pioneering model in promoting the values of peace and stability based on three main pillars such as dialogue, coexistence, and respect for international law. Through these principles, Bahrain seeks, through its non-permanent membership of the United Nations Security Council, to build a cohesive society characterized by mutual respect, which contributes to strengthening international and regional peace and security. Chairman of the Sunni Endowments Council, Dr. Sheikh Rashid bin Mohammed bin Ftais al-Hajri, confirmed that the organizing committee has completed all the necessary arrangements and preparations to hold Eid al-Adha prayers in all governorates of the kingdom. Dr. Sheikh al-Hajri said that during the past days, the mosques where the prayers will be held have been prepared, installing modern sound systems, cleaning the squares, and providing organizational teams in cooperation with the relevant authorities to ensure the comfort and safety of all. He added that the Sunni Endowments Council paid special attention to the prayer halls and mosques where Eid prayer will be held by providing everything that would facilitate the performance of prayers. The Ministry of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture has confirmed the import of more than 30,000 sheep, 91 cattle and 34 camels as part of preparations for the Eid al-Adha season. The ministry confirmed its full readiness for the Eid al-Adha season through an integrated plan to cover licensed slaughter places and provide vets to examine livestock to facilitate and accelerate the process. The ministry also stressed that it pays great attention to the safety of meat of all kinds, as samples are taken from all live, chilled and frozen imports and are examined in laboratories. Pilgrims from the Kingdom of Bahrain were transported from their camps in Mina to Mount Arafat, where they will remain until sunset today to perform the most important ritual of Hajj after spending the night in Mina, marking the start of the Hajj ritual. The pilgrims performed the noon and afternoon prayers in congregation after listening to the sermon of the day of Arafat from Masjid al-Nimra near Mecca. The movement of Bahraini pilgrims to Arafat went smoothly and in an organized manner under a comprehensive plan prepared by the Bahraini Hajj Mission in coordination with the Bahraini Hajj tour operators and the relevant authorities in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in preparation for the main rite of Hajj. Head of the Bahrain Hajj Mission, Sheikh Adnan bin Abdullah Al-Qattan, commended the mission's efforts and Saudi Arabia's support in serving pilgrims. Millions of Muslims around the world are observing Arafat Day today, one of the most sacred dates in the Islamic calendar. The day holds a deep significance for pilgrims at Hajj and believers globally. Arafat Day, observed on the 9th day of Dhul Hijjah, is considered the pinnacle of the Hajj pilgrimage. On this day, pilgrims gather at the plain of Arafat near Mecca in Saudi Arabia to pray, seek forgiveness, and reflect on their faith. The standing at Arafat, known as Wuquf, is a central rite of Hajj. From noon to sunset, pilgrims assemble at Mount Arafat, where the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is believed to have delivered his final sermon. Missing this ritual invalidates the pilgrimage, underscoring its great importance. Muslims who are not on pilgrimage also observe Arafat Day with special significance. Many choose to fast, since Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, encouraged non-pilgrims to do so on this day. According to Islamic beliefs, fasting on this day expedites the sins of the previous years and the coming year. The General Authority for the Affairs of the Two Holy Mosques has translated the Arafat sermon into more than 34 languages. The Arafat Sermon Translation Project is one of the projects of the custodian of the Two Holy Mosques, which aims to promote communication and convey the message of Islam to different peoples of the world in their own languages. This project is also one of the largest initiatives during the Hajj season and is distinguished by the use of quick response QR codes that allow easy access to the text and audio translation of the sermon from anywhere in the world. Pilgrims simply scan the code on their smartphones to follow the sermon live in their preferred languages. The day of Arafat is considered one of the best days of the year for Muslims due to the great virtues of fasting, prayer, and good deeds. According to the habits, fasting on this day expedites the sins of the past year and the coming year, making it a spiritual opportunity to approach God with representative and obedience. Al-Hiyyabiyya is a popular heritage tradition passed down to children from their parents and grandparents. This tradition has continued every Arafat day due to its association with Eid al-Adha. More in this report.
On the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, before sunset on Arafat, parents join their children in throwing the Hiyyabiyya into the sea while chanting folk songs associated with this popular tradition to celebrate the arrival of Eid al-Adha. Bahraini children on the seashore with a small plant that they have planted and cared for in advance when Arafat Day arrives, known as Al-Hiyyabiyya, a popular heritage that forms a link between past and present and an essential part of the Bahraini identity. Hiyyabiyya is a small-sized mat made of palm fronds planted with grains such as wheat and barley and hung in their homes until they grow, eagerly awaiting Arafat Day to be thrown into the sea with the participation of their families to commemorate this heritage occasion. Hiyyabiyya, a popular event that has been handed down to children from their parents and grandparents, has maintained its continuity to this day thanks to the Bahraini people's adherence to their customs and traditions, and the interest of institutions and associations concerned with culture and heritage. Young and old express their joy in this annual heritage on the 9th day of Dhul Hijjah, the day of Arafat every year and the arrival of the blessed Eid al-Adha.